Hey, it's Jake, and I wanted to say hi. I hope you're having a great day and really kind of give you an inside scoop on me as it relates to what is going on in our world. So, just when we thought 2020 could not get any more tumultuous, then it did. And I apologize if you're distracted by the surroundings. I can help you stage your house really well, but I have no interest in really decorating my office, as you can clearly see. However, um, on everything that is going on in our world, by and large, if you're following me on social media or in any capacity, you know I don't really get engaged in a whole lot of the back and forth on, you know, hot button issues. And that's not out of apathy. It's not out of silence. It's not out of any of that. It is my primary principle that I don't think it's an effective anything for us moving in a positive direction. I think our lives in action are actually what propel us to a better, more positive future, not reposting something on social media. My personal opinion, and you're entirely welcome to disagree with me on that, but that's just why I don't. So, um, Keller Williams, I'm kind of go big picture and then me personally. So Keller Williams as a company, we are the largest brokerage in the world. And Gary Keller sent out an email last week before, that basically said, we are the largest brokerage in the world. We feel like we need to be doing something. And so we are forming a coalition task force, or I don't know what you want to call it, but basically a group of individuals from across our company, from different backgrounds, different ethnicities, different races, and saying, how can we, in our capacity, be an agent for good in changing the world and the racism and all that stuff that we have going on going forward. So that is something that's being worked on in our company from the top down, and I couldn't be more thankful and proud to be part of a company that says we're not going to wait for someone to ask us. We're going to launch in and do it ourselves. So for me personally, about 8 or 9 years ago, I got involved in an organization that is engaged in our local school systems, that is a mentoring organization. And I was, over the 8 or 9 years, I've been placed with 3 different students as a mentor for them, and that's been a great privilege in my life, and it's something that I growing up, I honestly wish I had. And 2 of the 3 students, quite frankly, don't look like me. They're black students, and I treat them the same way I would anyone else, just with enthusiasm, excitement. I'm here to help them in their lives. The first one actually moved away about 5 years ago, and so unfortunately, I don't get to stay in touch with him anymore. But that is something in what I've learned in doing that for the last 8 or 9 years. Everybody is the way they are because of how they've been programmed. We all have a backstory. And the reason that we are filled with what we're filled with is because we've been through a process that got us there. Nobody comes out of the womb bent on hate or bigotry or anything like that. People are taught to do that. And they adopt those methods of thinking. And there is not a law that we can pass that will legislate the human heart. And as far as I know, the best way of doing that is to actively engage in someone's life in a positive way. And so I've been doing that for the last 8 or 9 years. Almost nobody knows about that, and I kind of feel weird telling you this, but I do think it is appropriate in light of all of the cries from people to not be silent. I think our lives in action are the best demonstration of our voice and our heart in our world around us. The other thing, a few more people know this, but almost no one does, is we have a 3-year-old son. His name is Walker, and he is just the joy of our lives. And he is named after one of my best friends in life, and his name is Ricardo Walker, and he is an African-American man, and one of the best friends I have ever had. We've been really good friends for about 20 years now, which makes me feel ancient. But when we were in the process of naming our son, I thought, what a great way to honor the friendship that we have, Ricardo and I have, and provide a great namesake and legacy for our son to model his life after. So, if I can help you in any way, whether it's real estate related or not, if you're doing something, if your company or neighborhood or church or anything like that are doing something to actively be a part of a force for good in this tense moment that we're experiencing in our country, which I hope shifts us into a positive season as it relates, a positive future as it relates to the racism and all that stuff going on in our country, in our world. Let me know. Please reach out to me and let me know what you're involved with, what I can be involved with, how I can help you, even if it is just sharing what you're doing with other people to get more involvement and awareness. I'm happy to help. You guys that are my clients, many of you don't look like me either, and I love working with you. I just love helping people with a basic need like a roof and four walls, regardless of what size it is, regardless of what the price point is, regardless of where you come from and where you're going. I do what I do because I enjoy helping people, business life, personal life. If I can help you out, you know how to find me.